sit down here on the floor with me. We have to debrief. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have the most embarrassing story. Okay, I burned the glaze. I wish I had some deep red candlesticks. I mean, something wasn't adding up here. Anyway, I started panicking up. I've done a lot of work and practice over the last couple years to feel that way. Hey, it's a new day and welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to take you guys along today and tomorrow. I'm hosting my book study, Bible study friends for a holiday party tomorrow, which means today is the prep day. I just got back from picking up my Walmart grocery order and I stopped at my cousin's wife's house. She's a juicer and she makes the best fresh squeezed juice. So we're gonna make a little holiday cocktail tomorrow morning with this fresh squeezed orange juice and pineapple juice. So I'm actually gonna be pretty busy all day, so I wanna get supper in the crock pot for my family because I really don't wanna be spending any more time in the kitchen than I already am with the baking and everything. I am just doing very simple, this is a pork roast, and then this is a pork loin out of our freezer. And then I'm gonna throw this entire giant can of sauerkraut right on top, turn that on low. It's gonna just be there all day. And I'll make some mashed potatoes later to go with it, and Josh will be happy. It's pretty windy and cold out there, so a home-cooked meal without having to actually cook is where it's at for sure. So all the girls are helping to bring food. I am making brown butter chai little mini bun cakes. You guys know I bought these off of Amazon one time and I've used them so often. But before I actually get to baking, I wanted to make a little simmer pot. It can simmer on the stove all day, smell amazing, and then tomorrow I'll just crank it up again because when I make a simmer pot, I use it all week. And exciting stuff, this time of year is usually when I get my one annual Starbucks drink. I don't really love Starbucks, but they always get me with their good holiday descriptions of their drinks. Normally this time of year, I end up getting a medicine ball because I'm sick. So praise God for good health this week. But yeah, I can't even get my glass straw in there, but I feel like it's gonna be watery if I don't. This is their sugar cookie breve iced latte. If you ask for this, make sure you say no sprinkles because I didn't know they do sprinkles. Okay, 10 out of 10 on the red ribbon cup. I mean, I wish I would've just made myself a drink, but it's good, I guess. Yeah, it's good. You can just, once you start making your own homemade syrups, it just doesn't hit quite the same. The excitement of trying it was half the fun, but it is good, I will drink it. So, simmer pot time. Set this on the back burner of my stove and it can just kind of make the house smell amazing, but in like a subtle way. Welcome, if you're new. I feel like I need to introduce myself. I haven't in a while. I am Megan Fox. I'm a mom of 4. I'm a Mennonite, so that might be why some things look a little different around here, but you might be surprised how much looks very similar to your life. I am a reluctant stay-at-home mom who at one point I did not want to be a stay-at-home mom, and now I'm just like in love with it. Of course, there's elements that are not as fun, but I am all about romanticizing the fun parts and being productive when it comes to the parts you don't enjoy. So yeah, I need to come up with like a really concise tagline maybe for 2026, so I can tell you what I'm all about in like a sentence or two, but you try telling other people about yourself in a sentence or two. It's actually a lot more difficult than you might think. But yeah, welcome to my channel if you're just finding it. Hosting is one of the pillars of my content. I love to talk about hosting. I write articles about hosting. I've flopped so many things while hosting. I've lived in a fixer-upper most of my life, and so I'm not new to like trying to have people over in unideal circumstances. So if you're looking for that picture perfect aesthetic hosting content, maybe TikTok, Instagram might be a better bet for you. But yeah, I'll definitely show you my successes and stuff, but if I mess up, you'll find that out too, and hopefully you don't make the same mistakes that I do. But for the most part, I feel like hosting doesn't stress me out as much. I've done a lot of work and practice over the last couple years to feel that way. I also have a hosting checklist if you'd like to print that out. I'll put a link to it down below. It's really cute. I have a holiday hosting checklist. I also have planners that I sell that are not what you would expect from, like they're not for the type A person. They are more of like a bound to-do list notebook, undated planner. I use mine all the time, but if you don't, if you just pick it up randomly here every couple weeks, or just on those busy weeks, you will still get your money's worth because it's undated and you can just pick it up wherever you left off, and there's no guilt, you didn't waste money, and you don't have those blank pages staring at you and judging you and all of that. So my friends are coming over tomorrow. They are helping with the food. We're doing quiche and bacon, meat of some kind. My one friend is bringing fruit and parfaits. I am doing I just saw this recipe, no guarantees it will be any good. It's called brown butter chai bundt cake. So I already have the chai mix made, so that's gonna help out a lot. And I browned my butter this morning already. If you're new to Mennoniteville, brown butter is one of the pillars of our cooking. We do a lot of brown butter potatoes and noodles. And I'll even put brown butter in my cookies, Rice Krispie squares. It's so good. It just makes it a little more nutty, and I would say like a more developed flavor, very cozy feeling. So to brown butter, it's really not a science. You just pop the stick in your preferably cast iron pan, but anything will work, and you just have it on medium high heat. Keep moving it, keep stirring it, don't walk away, and just let it there until it starts bubbling. It's golden yellow, and then it slowly starts to get brown. Don't be too scared of it getting a little bit browner than you might think. It's not burned, it's just brown. I've a couple times taken it off the burner too soon, and then it doesn't really have that developed flavor. So I did that earlier this morning. I put it in the fridge to chill because it's supposed to just be kind of like room temperature when you use it for this recipe. And why don't I switch to my pretty professional lens, and we'll get some yummy baking shots here before we move on to some of the less glamorous parts of hosting.
Hurry now, should have been done by now. Seems we're running late. Let's put the food on the table, fast as we're able. Guests are coming at 8. When we're caught in the Christmas rush, it's so easy to lose touch with the true meaning of things and what really matters.
No! Gotta dry it off. Use the rag. Just rub it up. This is his idea of fun.
Just look up in the December night. There is one star shining bright. It shines on one and all. Shine on, Christmas star. Shine on. Simmer down, pass a big smile around. Now that everything is gold, the children hunker down to see what's hidden beneath the Christmas tree. Look but not touch, they're told. When we're caught in the Christmas rush, it's so easy to touch with the true meaning of things and what really matters.
Okay, I burned the glaze. I had two little boys crying and wanting lunch, and I got distracted, burned it. I stepped away for 10 seconds, so I'm making it again. Thankfully, I only ruined a stick of butter and half of a can of sweetened condensed milk. Oh, and some brown sugar. Bummer. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna start over because you can definitely taste the burn. It's not brown butter, it's burned butter. So, oh well, we'll try again.
Look up in the December night. There is one star shining bright. It shines on one and all on this cold December night. There is one star shining bright, and it shines for you and me. Shine on, Christmas star, shine on.
Okay, I put these in my kickstand back here. They look really pretty. I don't know. They can hardly beat my black and white Bundt cakes that I have on my website. But I'll link these below. I would definitely recommend trying my black and white ones. They take like a pudding mix in there. There's chocolate, white chocolate. It's so pretty and festive looking. But yeah, I love my little mini Bundt cake pans. Okay, let me just, this is the thing. They're so big, like they're not really personal size, but there we go. I've tasted the icing. I already know the icing is good. Or the caramel glaze. Okay. So there we go. It's a basic cake with sour cream in it, but then the chai, we'll see. It's pretty good. They're a little dry. I might overbake them just a touch. When you do them in little Bundt pans, you just kind of have to guess when they're done. I just put a toothpick in and wait until it comes out clean. So I don't know, maybe that is contributing to it, but yeah, it was fun to try. I will be serving them tomorrow, but we have a lot of other dishes coming too, so I'm guessing we'll just share them. We probably don't all need our own, but I'm excited to set the table, so this will be like a pretty food to add to it. Anyway, I have a lot to do. I should be sitting down at my laptop to work because the kids just went down for their naps, and that's what I do. But I don't want this evening to get too hectic, so I want to finish up my mashed potatoes for supper. I need to find like a reel of how to wrap a book really cute. I also need to figure out what I'm gonna wear. But before we do all that, a little message from Megan upstairs. So I came upstairs here to film a little segment about hosting overnight. This is not something we've done a lot, but I have a few tips that if you are inviting people into your home overnight, I think can make their stay a lot better. One is to make sure there's a working lock on your door that's just courteous. Make sure the lock is working on their bathroom and their bedroom, wherever they're gonna be sleeping. Also, make sure there's a drawer or two available for them to put their clothes, and us Mennonites wear a lot of dresses, so maybe a spot for them to hang their clothing if they have hanger clothes to hang up. Also, besides the obvious cleaning, make sure that you have fresh towels, and just having everything smell nice is also a really good step to take. But honestly, I think sometimes we overthink things like this, and some of those little variables are really not that important. Also, it really helps if you can have a comfortable mattress, not only for yourself, but also if guests do come. I would not say having guests over is a reason to buy a new mattress, but hopefully you found one that you absolutely love and feel good about for yourself. And then if you're sharing it with guests, you know, you can pass the level into them. We love our Birch mattresses. We're slowly flipping each of the mattresses in our home to Birch because they make their mattresses with natural and organic materials. They're completely fiberglass free. We can feel comfortable with Birch knowing that they use 0 polyurethane based foams. That means no noxious off-gassing while you're sleeping. They even have 2-sided kids mattresses that you can flip as your kids get older for the correct firmness. You know, we're in the depths of winter and it feels like we're in our beds even more than before, you know, sleeping in on those cold Sunday mornings and stuff. So I think it's very important that we have a mattress that's not only healthy, but also comfortable as well. With a Birch mattress, you might notice fewer aches and pains, waking up less often throughout the night and sleeping cooler through the night as well. My husband's such a hot sleeper, so our daughter loves her Birch mattress, and now it's Fletcher's turn to have his, so we switched that out in his bunk bed bedroom. He has a queen size bed, and so now he gets to sleep on a Birch mattress every night, and I can feel good about that. I have given so many tips out on my channel here about how to be a better homemaker and mother, but none of them really work if you're not getting your sleep. So prioritize your sleep, make sure you have a comfortable mattress, and check into the materials that you are laying on every night as you sleep. Birch's mattresses are created with natural wool, organic latex, and organic cotton. So whether you're a stomach sleeper like me or a back sleeper like Josh, you're gonna find your Birch mattress to be comfortable, cooling, and a good night's sleep. And right now, Birch is extending their Cyber Monday deal till December 15th, so you guys can get 20% off. We have the Natural Luxe mattress, but you can check out their other options on their website as well and pick the one that is perfect for you. And you'll get 20% off now till December 15th. Check out my QR code right here, and the link will also be in the description box below. Now, I know we're not hosting overnight in this video, so let's get back to the party planning. Okay, so the robot vacuum is going. I thought I should wrap my gift quickly because you know how that is. You save it to the last minute and then you don't do a good job with it. But we're spending $20, and so she had requested a whole list of things, but I have this book myself and it is just so beautiful. It has like this lavender cover and the inside is as pretty as the cover. But I don't know, I just thought the cover absolutely knocked it out of the park, and it actually has a really good message in it. Ruth True Simons, I actually got to hear her speak in person. A gem of a lady for sure. It was a little bit over the price point and I felt I should probably honor it, but I would love to put a few other things with it. So I think what I'm gonna do is wrap it really pretty and then give her one of these bookmarks. I already gave one away, and a highlighter just to kind of like bulk up the gift a little bit. But yeah, I'm just gonna find a reel on how to wrap a book and try it out. And I have such a beautiful collection of gift wrap this year because we're gonna put the gifts under the tree and it's gonna double as decor. Too bad I don't have any of them wrapped yet. I have to buy them first. I'm not gonna do like my velvet burgundy wrapping paper. I'm just gonna do something a little more neutral, which is maybe not as exciting, but this pattern is cute.
So awesome.
Excuse my husband while he's over there jamming. Every evening, I'm telling you, we could not have spent better money than the sound system. We have speakers in our kitchen ceiling, if you're unfamiliar. Anyway, so every evening he's DJing while we clean up. But I should have shut that door back there. You can see into my, I feel like every time you host, you need like a staging room, a room where you can just like put the high chair, set the leftover decor, you know what I mean? Like that. That's my office this time around. I decided I'm not spending money on tablescape stuff for this party. We're gonna be sitting here for not very long and then we're gonna move into some activities and things. So I was like, I'm just gonna get creative, use what I have. It's gonna be pretty much red. Today we went to a greenhouse. Look at the little people working on the bridge.
Yeah.
All the trains are sleeping.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, they're not running. I was not impressed. Normally when we go, the trains are running. They did not have the trains running today, but they did have a ton of poinsettias. So I got two of the smallest dark red poinsettias I could find. So I'm gonna leave one sitting on this chair here just to kind of fill up that space. And then I'm going to put, or maybe I'll put it above my armoire over here. Can you guys see that? Yeah, okay. So what if I put this one up here? maybe. My ivy is starting to look a little questionable, which I'm so sad. It was so pretty when I got it. Anyway, so the color scheme is gonna be pretty much like a dark red. But then I was looking and the only napkins that I have are like this tealish gray stripe. And then I have like pink and white stripes. So I think we're gonna actually use these. I know that seems bizarre, but I think it will flow actually decently, especially with my area rug. My area rug has touches of teal in it too. So I did not sweep the floor yet because I might make glitter mess and stuff while I'm setting up here. Who knows? I don't know what's gonna happen. But I've been trying to keep the house tidied up all week. Well, this is Monday night, but like all weekend. I cleaned up after every meal and wiped things down as I saw it and stuff. So cleanup from supper was pretty minimal. I don't actually have a ton of cleaning to do because like I said, I cleaned up after I baked. I cleaned up after I made supper. So yeah, I'm gonna set the table here and then I'm gonna move into setting up our gingerbread house painting station. I got these at Michael's. I think this would make a fabulous girls' night, mother-daughter night. But yeah, we're gonna paint them, maybe embellish them. I got a bunch of little miniature figurine things to go with it. But yeah, they had a bunch of different options there. My favorite was this little snowy chalet, but they had like a church and this little, I love the little porch on this one. So yeah, anyway, I'll set that up in the living room so we can kind of craft by the fire. I don't have to be like gone from the party and setting up at this table after we clear it from our brunch. It'll just, I think, flow easier if I can just do everything tonight, have different stations, and then we'll open gifts in the sun porch, so that'll be the other station. It might end up being a little more work on the front end, but then tomorrow I'll get to relax a little more, which is always nice as the hostess to feel like you're involved with the party and not just making everybody else's day a good one. So yeah, let's see what we can create here. Okay, here it is. It's not my finest work, but yeah, it was $0 and I think the food, when we add food to it, it's definitely gonna look a lot better. I wish I had some deep red candlesticks. I don't know, but whatever. For taking summery stuff that I had and making it Christmassy, I think it's fine. It definitely ties in like the plates and the rug. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I'm hating the red striped ribbon, but it's too late now. I think it'll be fine once we have everything on the table. You won't really think about it. Okay, I just added my silver plated tray to the center of the table. Love it much better. It breaks up the stripes a lot and it adds a little luxe to it. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good. The kids are bathed. My house is cleaned up. I just need to figure out what I want to wear tomorrow. And I did make a couple Amazon purchases. I want to try to find a sweater that, I mean, I could wear this one. This is the one I bought, was it last year? I think it is very festive. Doesn't it look like I'm ready to paint a gingerbread house, right? So I might wear this tomorrow. By the way, the skirt is subject to change depending on which sweater I choose. But yeah, I think this one's pretty good. I like it. It is pink though. It's not like crazy Christmassy. more wintry. But also I have several sweaters that I need to declutter. They're getting pilly and just worn looking, so I'm not opposed to buying a new Christmas sweater. But if none of them beat this one, I'm just gonna return them. So let me know which one's your favorite. Option 1, pink. Okay, this is option 2. I don't know if you can tell. It's like a maroon red, deep red color. This is the one I was most excited about because check out the back. Look at the bow. Can you guys see it? I have to lighten up the screen maybe a little bit for you. I think that is so cute. Very basic in the front. When I want to get like a tucked look and not just like this long sweater, I do this actually fairly often. What I've been doing is this stretchy belt. I'll just put this under my sweater and then pull this up and over until you get like the crop look, which I really like. But I do this often enough, and this is annoying enough that I thought I would like to try this little gadget I found, which is basically just like a really thin strap. I think it was $6, which looking back, that's kind of expensive for a little strap. But I do this so often, I was like, this would be actually very handy, and you don't have to worry about hiding it. It's like basically invisible. So let's try this again. Pull it in the back too. Actually, oftentimes I'll not have it tucked in the back, but okay. So now it's like a shorter version of the same sweater. But yeah, this is option 2, burgundy with a bow. Okay, this is option 3, very like ski resort-esque. I think it's cute. I like it a lot. It has really no form nor comeliness, as I like to say. Isn't that a Bible verse? Anyway, okay, let's try the belt trick and see how it looks cropped. This one, I actually think I'd probably leave the tail out and just tuck the front in, probably. But let's try our trick because we can. Probably what I would realistically do is tuck in the front and drape the back. I don't know, that just feels right with this one. I really like this one. This is number 3. Definitely more red and Christmassy. I guess that's like moose on there. I thought it was reindeer at first, but no, I think it is a moose. But yeah, a little more subtle, but still Christmas. Okay, and now this one is a Christmas sweater. Wow, it has the red and the green. It's very fun. Do you guys like the ruffles on the shoulders? I feel like that adds some interest. I like this one too, but it's very specific, very specific. I feel like I have to keep this for the next 15 years and wear it like twice every Christmas season, and even then I'm only wearing it like 30 times in the next 15 years. So I don't know. The other one that I just had on was just more like wintry red and white, or red and cream. So I don't know, but red is, did you know everybody can wear red and look good in it? Whenever I wear red, Josh is like, wow, that's your color. But I haven't told him red is secretly everyone's color, like a true red. There is like slight variations if you're like a winter or a spring. But yeah, a cranberry red is a great color for a summer, which is what I am. But yeah, look into it. Red is actually very flattering for almost anybody. And I think it makes blue-eyed people look extra blue-eyed. Also, I think it makes the whites of your eyes look really white. So yeah, comment down below. This is number 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Pink, burgundy bow, red and cream, or Christmas, fa la 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 la, all the Christmas things on this one. Okay, I'll put my own sweater back on so I don't get any dirt on those before I decide what I'm gonna do. Too bad I can't get your reaction in real time, because in about 30 seconds you're gonna see what I actually chose. Feeling pretty good going into tomorrow. Like I said, my office area is like my staging room. It does not look great, but everything else on that floor looks good. I'm gonna quickly clean the powder room last minute tomorrow morning, and I need to iron the ties on my cushions and put my cushions on my bar stools. I want my friends to see my kitchen looking its best because it's the first time they're seeing it. So yeah, I have to do that yet too. My sister's coming tomorrow morning. She's gonna take the kids with her for the day or for the morning. I don't know what time this party will go till, but yeah, I will see you in the morning. Okay, they are almost here. I do not want to be filming when they show up, so I'm making the drinks right now really quickly. So basically this is just like your typical morning punch, I guess you could call it, but we have the fresh juice. So this is the orange juice. So I'm gonna do about 1/3 orange juice. Oh wait, that was the pineapple, because this bright orange is the orange juice. So 1/3 of this. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, and then you could do ginger ale. I did Canada Dry because that's what was on sale. I bet this would be really good even without it, let's be honest. Okay, and then I wanted to get a little fancy with the garnish. So we're gonna do orange slice. Oh, it smells so good in here. I have my simmer pot going, and then I have fireplace going. But this is so different for me. Normally when I host, I have all kinds of food happening and stuff, and it's very nice this morning. I don't have that to worry about. Oranges on the brim. Rosemary for greenery, and I thought I'd just throw in a few cranberries even though there's no cranberry juice in it. I think that makes it look pretty. A couple of the ladies are actually running a little late because, you know, getting the kids on the bus and driving kids to school. A lot of them actually drive their kids to school, so that always adds a whole nother dimension. Okay, some cranberries. Oh my word, they're so pretty. This is like a punch casserole. Is it a food or a drink? We're not sure at this point anymore. Okay, I wish I had matching green or clear straws, but I don't. So we'll just use what we have. But look at this. So festive. I love it. I one time did edible glitter, which when I see edible glitter, it just, my brain thinks toxic, but it was really cute. It really was. And I don't even know if it's actually a bad ingredient for you. Okay, these will be the perfect garnish for the table, but I have to try mine at least so we know what we're working with. Oh my goodness. It's almost more of a pineapple than an orange juice. Like the pineapple is definitely stronger than the orange, even though I put more orange in. Divine, they're gonna want seconds, so I better leave that close by. Okay, so they're gonna pull in any minute. My sister took the kids. I'm gonna close up this staging room so we don't need to see that. Light one more candle here in the hallway. Make sure there's a hand towel in the bathroom. You know what, I'm gonna light a candle in here too. Okay, and I'm gonna turn on the soft light in the bathroom. Ah, don't you just love it when your home is like ready and waiting to go for guests? Like you put in all the work and now all that's left to do is sit down and enjoy it. Okay, girls, come sit down here on the floor with me. We have to debrief. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have the most embarrassing story, but we'll get to that. I just got the boys down for their naps. It is like 2:30. The party lasted, we extended it. They were here till 1:30. We ended up ordering takeout Chinese for lunch, and it was a really good time. So we actually were painting. What took so long was I got these little mini houses from Michael's, like you saw, and we were painting them, and they just took a while because every time you messed up, then you had to paint over. You had to wait till that paint was dry so you could paint over it so you weren't blending it together. And then we flocked them. They look so cute. I wish you could see my friends. Theirs were way better. You can definitely tell that I was distracted and in hosting mode and everything because I was kind of hurried with it. But I decided to make it a little more like fun and kiddish so my children could enjoy it. But yeah, some of my friends were so cute with like their neutral colors and much more my style. Anyway, I thought they did a great job and they look pretty good from a distance. I mean, up close, you can definitely see, you know, all the flaws and everything, but I thought they got pretty good. And yeah, we could add this to our little Christmas village. So that was a hit. I think some of them weren't sure how that was going to turn out, and then they really had a lot of fun. Also, highly recommend the sweater that I chose with the bow in the back. It is so soft and cozy and kind of slinky. It doesn't add too much like bulk. It's not too warm, especially when I'm hosting. I'm always like way hotter than everybody else, it feels like, which the fire is still crackling a little bit, but I'm letting it die down to nothing. But that was such an added touch. You just sat here by the fire and painted. Oh my word. But okay, so story time. As the girls are coming in, the first one showed up like 5 minutes late actually, so I had plenty of time to get my stuff together. So she comes in the door with her gift, and it wasn't wrapped. It was like in a box, and you could like see all the different little things. And there was like slippers in there, like nice quality slippers, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I'm like, I don't know. I was just like, wow, that's a really cool gift. I feel dumb with my little wrapped book or whatever. So she set that under the tree. Then another friend comes, and she had a big old box with some socks on it, which ended up being my gift. Look at this. She embellished her gift with little sock bows. Isn't that so cute? So cute. Anyway, I had put socks on my list. We exchanged names. So yeah, anyway, I was like, I wonder if that's my gift. But still, the box was like so big. Then another friend came in, and she did not have her gift wrapped either. And it was like a big box with like a book in it. And I quickly looked the book. I was like, something is wrong here, because you know the limit was $20. Well, I looked up the book on Amazon, Every Moment Holy, and it was $20 just for the book. And there was all kinds. There was a lamp in the gift basket. I mean, something wasn't adding up here. Anyway, I started panicking. I went back on our group chat, and nope, it said right there, here it is, $20, blah, 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 all the things. And then my one friend said, so we're sticking with the $20? Because I had been talking to my mom the other day, and I was like, I feel like a book is such a basic, boring gift. I feel like I need to zhuzh it up and add some other things to it. And she's like, no, well, if that's the gift amount, whatever, you just put like a marker with it or whatever. I don't know. I feel like if you're going to make a gift amount, you should probably stick with it. Otherwise, just don't do a gift amount, right? But I was really wishing I could turn it into like a little theme basket with a bunch of little gifts and stuff, kind of like some of the other girls did, because I don't know, my mom is like a gift basket queen. She's always making a gift basket for somebody, and I guess I have it in my blood too. I don't know, but I was like, whatever, yep, we'll stick to the rules. Yeah, that was that. But then I saw these girls coming in with their gifts, and I'm like, something is wrong. So I keep scrolling down through all of our chats, and here another friend said, actually, we're gonna do $30 to $40. I tell you, I turned white. I turned white as a ghost. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I have this puny little $20 gift, and everybody else has $40 gifts. They did theme baskets, which was my idea. I wanted to do a theme basket. Like, oh, mortified. So it came to my turn, and I just, you know what? They're my friends. I confessed, and I was like, honestly, guys, you know, I thought the gift amount was $20. I spent $24. I'm mortified, and I'll put on screen here what I ended up Amazoning to my friend's door. So she'll have it at her house, I think, tomorrow. But I was so embarrassed. It was so embarrassing, guys. Talk about showing up and looking stingy to your own party. Yeah, it was not fun. But you know what? I was telling my friends, like, I'm much kinder to myself now when I see like some of the things that my daughter is going through, and like they're a big deal to her, and like this is embarrassing to her, you know, and I try to like comfort her and be like, it's not that important, you know, people don't notice the things that you notice, and you know, all of that. And hearing myself say that to her makes me realize, well, I'm just a girl too. Nobody's perfect, and I just need to have some humility and brush it off and not just let it eat me alive. So anyway, they were understanding. I just can't let that ever happen again. Like, I do not want that to be my reputation, showing up and being the stingy one, you know? But yeah, my gift were these socks, and then we used findnames.com, and we just added gifts to our list. And my friend brought me, I asked her for a gallon pitcher to serve like water in and stuff, and guess what? Which I didn't know she had my name, right? It was a secret. But with our nice, beefy $40 budget, she was able to get me a pack of 2, so now I can set one at either end of the table when I host, and they are so pretty. We already used the one today, but here's the one that's not wet. It's like fluted glass with the handle, and I actually had one of these before in a smaller version. So this is the beefier version. I can try to link it below if I can find the link. But yeah, glass, 2 of them, and then I have socks as well. So I will not be looking back on that gift exchange fondly, but they had some really good ideas. Somebody got slippers, a lamp, Epsom salt, a basket, cocoa dusted truffles. Oh my goodness. I need to get some from Aldi. Actually, we're going to Sam's Club tomorrow night. I think Sam's Club has their own version. cocoa dusted truffles. My friend let us try one. It's so good, like dangerous to have in the house, but boy, they'd be so perfect for gifts. It was a really good time, honestly. I can't just let that little gift exchange debacle ruin the whole time. It was really fun. They stayed late. My sister ended up taking the kids to my mom because she had to go to her next job, and so I picked the kids up at mom. I literally pulled out of the driveway just like the rest of them did. Like I left at the same time. But yeah, the Chinese was good and lunch was good. My cakes, I definitely think the conclusion is that I just overbaked them. I need to do like 20 minutes next time. And because the sour cream, it should not have been a dry cake. They should be moist. So anyway, that went wrong a little bit too. But I feel it's important to debrief, you know, hosting mistakes so that when you mess up, because you will. If you're inviting people into your home, it's not always going to go 100% perfect every single time. And if it does, chances are you're probably not having any fun at all because you're really micromanaging every little element. So I think they're finding that balance of being hospitable, but also willing to let some things go, being humble when you mess up or when something doesn't work out, or when you run out of something, or there's just, I could tell you story after story of things that don't always go right to plan, but those are the memories, you know, it's fine. And think of all the good memories you're making too. And just, it's those few embarrassing ones that tend to stick out in our minds. So anyway, I hope that this video inspired you to allow people into your home. And maybe if you're looking to set up your first ever guest room, you need a new mattress, definitely check out Birch to use that discount. But yeah, check that out down below. And thank you, Birch, for sponsoring today's video. I will see you all next week for a very fun holiday themed video. But as always, I'm just so thankful and grateful that you're here. We can do life together. Send me a Christmas card if you have one left over. My P.O. box is down in the description box. I would love to see your faces, see who you are, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, everyone.